What's up, brother? I hope you had a great what the hell? Hope you had a great weekend. Still kind of a holiday weekend. Before I forget, I know we were supposed to spend some one-on-ones this week. I apologize. I didn't realize it was going to be a holiday weekend. Although I am working tomorrow, I do have a lot of other stuff lined up. So tomorrow, actually, or this week, I'd rather you just do this program, and then let's next week us really try to focus on doing like two or three one-on-ones, just really focusing on the movement so we can try to get that down. Once again, I think you kind of lost a little bit of the technique, um, but we'll straighten that out. That won't be a that big of a deal. So as you can see, I just write day one, day two, day three. I was writing Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I know that your schedule is rough, so however you can get these 3 days in, get them in. I don't care if you come Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Um, Try to get these 3 days in, man. I know you're busy, dude. I'm not trying to preach to the choir. I get it. Starting off, and listen, some of the stuff might be a little boring to you because it's going to be repetitive, but we need to really get you back into, you know, into shape as far as these lifts and stuff like that. So this is more or less like a combination of Olympic lifting with some bodybuilding and powerlifting in it. More or less Olympic lifting with some bodybuilding stuff. So anyway, anytime I say squat snatch or full snatch, it's the same thing. It's from the floor. If I say power or hang, let's just start with this squat snatch. So you're going to start from the floor. You're just going to do one full snatch or squat snatch every minute on the minute for 10 minutes. Okay, just one rep. Keep it light. Focus on your form. Focus on the catch. Focus on sitting in a hole. Focus on your bar path. Keep the bar close. Don't loop it out. Make sure you get a solid warm up. Make sure your shoulders are nice and loose, hips, ankles, etc., etc. Everything you know. I don't mean to be repetitive. And then we're going to do 5 sets of 3 power snatch. So I want you to actually do several warm up sets. You know, start off with the empty bar. I always say start with an empty bar, and that's just pretty much just trying to wake up your nervous system, and you know, just really focusing on the movement pattern. So power snatch, you're going to do 3. So if you have, you know, I want you to build up to heavier, but not that heavy. We're not ready for that yet. So you do a power snatch, keep gripping the bar, bring it back down, set up, power snatch, one more time, 3 reps. 5 sets of 3 will be your work sets. Now that doesn't mean that all the sets. I mean you're gonna basically do probably at least 3, 4 warm-up sets, or you should anyway. Back squats, something I want to go over with you. It's so simple. Um, it's not complicated. Um, Back squats, 5 by 3 reps at RPE 7. RPE is a rate of perceived exertion. I'm even pulling up a chart. I actually did a certification. It's actually really, this is actually a great scale to use instead of doing like 80%, 90%, 40%, whatever, because people don't understand what their 80%, 90%, et cetera is. So I'm going to throw this at you, probably be a little bit more easy to understand. And I actually did a 2-day certification with this freaking monster that uses the scale. It's actually really good. So, I mean, you can go by this. A 10 is all out max effort. That means that you can freaking hardly get that rep out. That's a 10. 9 is very difficult. I don't really like this chart, but I'll use it anyway, and I'll explain my method, and you'll probably get it a lot easier. 7 to 8 is really, you know, uncomfortable. 4 to 6 is kind of moderate. 2 to 3 is like warm up. 1 is like not nothing. Okay, it's not even. It's like an less than an empty bar. It's a PVC stick. Um, Here's how I explain RPE. So if I say do 5 by 3 reps, okay, I want you to choose a weight that you would easily be able to hit 5 by 3 more reps, 6. So if you're going RPE 7, that means you can hit 3 more reps. If it's RPE 10, that means you can't hit any more reps. You're doing 3 and barely getting 3. Understand? If it was RPE 9, you'd be able to get 1 more rep. RPE 8, you'd be able to get 2 more reps. RPE 7, you'd be able to get 3 more reps. So use a weight where you can get these 3 reps, and if you really needed to, you can get 3 more. I hope that makes sense. All 5 sets are the same weight. When you're resting in between, unless I say every minute on a minute, your rest in between this should be like 2 to 3 minutes max. And your ATP is reset, you're ready to rock, okay? Accessory movements are the leg extension, leg curl, and then just some ab work, 50 reps on the ab mat sit up. Going into the day two, bench press, 4x4 RPE7, rate of perceived exertion. You already know how that works. Same across the board. Dumbbell incline press, 6 reps instead of 8. You did 8 last time. Cable lat pull downs, 6. So you're putting a weight on there that these are challenging. We're trying to get some hypertrophy, some muscle growth when we're doing these. Skull crushers, 3x6. And for some reason, like if you're having an issue with skull crushers, elbow hurts, etc., then do some cable pushdowns or something else. I don't have a problem with that. Leg raises, 3x10 reps, a little bit of ab work. Bike for 5 minutes, cool down at the end. One thing that's very important, just doing powerlifting or doing Olympic lifting or doing bodybuilding, you need to do some sort of cardio at the end. And I'll tell you why. Not only does it help with recovery, but it's basically scientifically proven that a lot of these muscle heads, these meatheads, with or without taking steroids, that doesn't matter. But when you're just doing a lot of heavy lifting and bodybuilding, the cardiac output of your heart is kind of not at a healthy pace. So you need to add in some sort of steady state cardio. And I only put 5 minutes, but if you want to do 10 or 15, go for it. But every day I want you to throw in maybe some rowing, some light jogging, some biking, something, jump rope, whatever you feel more comfortable. You need to get that heart rate going. You need to stay healthy. That's more important than anything for your family, for your kid, et cetera, et cetera. That's my little life coaching tip of the day. All right, here we go into day 3, squat clean. So from the floor, you're going to hit a squat clean every minute on a minute for 10 minutes. Stay light, man. Please focus on your form. Don't go heavy. Don't let the ego play into this. I don't care if you're just using a bar. I want you to really focus on your form, on the bar pattern. It's okay to throw your phone out there, do some videos so you can look at your video. If you ever do, go at a 45-degree angle. So if the video is not directly in front of you, it's not directly to the side of you at a 90-degree angle, it's actually at a 45 angle. So you can actually see the bar path and the plates aren't in a way. Hanging power clean, 5x3 reps, focus on form. Front squat, on these, it's a tempo. I just wrote it out of just doing 3-second hold in the bottom. There's a way to write it out. It's just easier for me to just say 3 seconds on the bottom. So you're doing 5x5, 5 sets of 5 reps, same weight. Focus on the movement. Don't worry about the weight. I challenge you to video yourself doing these because I'm telling you right now, your 3 seconds is going to probably be a 1.5 seconds. I mean, this is a second, 1 Mississippi. Okay, so 3 seconds would be 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, up. So you can even count that out loud if you want. But usually with me or anybody else, 3 seconds turns into 1, 2, 3, up. Okay, that was 3 seconds. Nah, that's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for you to really sit in the hole. Try to feel comfortable, get comfortable, push the elbows high, keep that torso vertical, and at the same time, try to push your knees out, open up those hip capsules so you're engaging your posterior chain. This is a lot of quad dominance in the front squat. Not I'm trying to geek out on this stuff, but front squats are more quad than back squat. High bar squats are a little bit more quad dominant than low bar squats, etc., etc., etc. Front squat is basically the receiving position of the clean, and then you squat it. So you need to go a little bit further, knees forward on the front squat. But I really want you to make sure that you're sitting back on your heels. You got pretty good mobility. I don't think you have an ankle mobility like 95% of the men, including myself, do. Actually, I'm not bad. Leg press, 3x8, choose a weight. We're looking for muscle growth on these. Barbell curl, I love this. There's a guy that does 100 barbell curls a day with a 45-pound bar. I swear to God, this guy's arms are 25 inches. And then kettlebell knee bends. You're only using one kettlebell, and you're kind of sliding down to the kettlebell gets past, to your knee, and then you stand straight. These are great for obliques. Good movement for Olympic lifters. There it is, man. So there's a little thing on the bottom, a little wheel that you can actually put the pace of this video at like 1.25 or 1.5, so it goes a lot faster because of all my ums and ahs and this and that and the other stupid comments, so you can get through it quicker. But I'm hoping you watch these videos. Any questions, man, let me know. All right, brother.